Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. Welcome back. Today we're looking at the Druid's Deep Chain. We are back in Eveningstar. All the way in this corner here. Not quite all across the bridge. We are right next to the big long bridge. There's just this little group of people. We're going to talk to Anazar, and he's going to send us on our next little adventure. So, should actually pick the quest up from the person 2 feet away. Then we'll keep going. This pack is about a disease. There is a legit hospital here in Eveningstar. We are going to go and interrogate a local ranger who came back sick, because people are kind of wondering, like, I don't know, is this going to be a plague, right? Because that's a big concern in the Middle Ages type periods. Is this a plague? Is this a single, just he got sick because maybe he ate something? We need to know more. And we need to know where he was when he got sick. So we're going to walk into the hospital. There's our head priest right there. Just delayed slightly by getting all of our numerous buffs online. Hello, head priest. So, apparently, yeah. Super contagious. Super ridiculously contagious. So, he gives us the key. He also gives us a little healing stone thing that I've never had enough skill points to use, but we are 2 feet into the hospital, and a plant attacked us, and multiple red musk zombies. We've seen these before. We've seen these in Sharn. There was one quest that had these musk zombies. But this is where they were introduced. So you're not supposed to know what they are yet. They are not necessarily people, but a lot of them are. This is a hospital, right? This is a hospital, and this is the beginning of a zombie outbreak. You could use the healing stone with the heal skill for 1 charge and try to save this guy. I don't have that. I do have UMD though, so we could fake it. Oh, look at that, I rolled a 20. We cleansed him of the disease. I don't know if I've ever actually... I don't know if I've ever actually successfully cleansed any of them. We're saving people. The people who are in the unlocked doors anyway. I'ma save you. Okay, wake up. Nope. Michael Jarvin, too far gone. Turns into a giant zombie and we gotta take him out. Eventually. There we go. He drops a key. We make our way back to the entrance to go in the other wing of the hospital. That door was locked before because it just has zombies in it for us to fight. Away we go. Alright, back to the entrance. South wing. We do it all again. The plants are attacking us. What's left of the poor people who were already in this hospital are attacking us. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these zombies were really just more plants. I guess that's just the vine horrors. I'm not sure where the hell the wisps came from. The other ones make sense, right? Plant zombie was somebody who died to the disease, right? And I could understand the blights, or the Like, Mudman, fine. I don't know why the Mudmen care, but fine. There's literally some mud out here, okay? Sure. But where the hell do the wisps come from? Is a wisp the, Does a wisp count as the ghost of a plant? Is that what it is? Killed another named guy. Got a key. Back to entrance. And then he says, woof, okay. So he doesn't even unlock the door to the back room. He just dimension doors us back to the back room to take out the ranger that we talked about, the guy who caused all of this. Look, he was so diseased, the building is getting overrun with plants. That is how bad it is. So here's Perrin Uth. What's left of him. We beat him up. We beat up all of the little things that spawn. I should probably not wail on him quite so hard. Kill the ads at the halfway mark. Regardless. Kill all the things. Loot the chest. So, turns out... Oh, that's actually our ingredient. Yeah. He brought back basically the virus from The Last of Us. Plant zombie virus. Everybody's turning into clickers. That's not good. So, they never really mention us getting diseased. It never really comes up. Of course, we have access to all of the magical healing we could ever want. And we're a paladin, so we probably are immune anyway, but... Anyway, definitely not good. So we gotta go report back that, you're gonna have to burn down that whole hospital and build a new one. Come on. Little bit of walking. This pack is not too bad with the having to run around, but yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyway, what's next? Next, we go to the Uth Lodge. Talk to this one. This makes sense. The Uth Lodge is the guy's house. The guy whose body we just finished off. We're going to go to his house and look for clues as to where he was. Because it's not enough to just seal off, you know, this magical disease, like burn down the hospital or whatever. That's not good enough. We need to go figure out where it came from and cut it off at the source. So, this is his house. This looks normal so far.
As you enter Uth Lodge,
Little overgrown in the corner, right? But let's turn the corner and up. Most people don't have a jungle blocking their hallways. Alright, so this quest has these wood woads. If there's 3 different points in this quest that if you can kill everything in the room fast enough, and there's more than one wave, you kill them all fast enough, the wood woad will turn around and fight you. If you don't do it fast enough, they just fight you all at the end. They fight you at the end of the quest anyway. You just get bonus XP, and you don't have to fight him as a group later. Now, this quest also did something that is very rare in this game. Or this whole pack did. The named items are not necessarily in the end chests. there are named items that are specific to optional chests. This quest has a shield, I believe, that is only available in this room. You have to, this is the second wood woad. You have to kill the enemies fast enough to trigger the wood woad fight here. You have to kill wood woad 2 here to get the chest. So we got him because we're on normal mode and we have AoE attacks. And where's my chest? Where is my chest? I am pretty sure I am right about this. Because this is something I farmed out back in the day. Maybe I'm just misremembering 2 as opposed to 3. Or maybe you have to do all 3. There's a guy here. He ran away. Strange. Kill the wolves. Open the door. Maybe it's just that you have to beat both of the wood woads. Ooh, there is a chest there, but I'm pretty sure that's always there. I'm still not convinced. Anyway, we take out these handful of dudes. We're going to open this chest. Nothing. So, we have met a bard. The bard is basically exploring the same as we are. Mr. Bard helpfully points out this secret door he found. So we go a little further in, and we find the source of the localized corruption. There is a dryad, and she has been corrupted. So that's why there's all the plant growth around here. So dryads are interesting. When they get to like half health or below, they will jump back into their tree to regenerate. So now here she is again, back at full health. And we're going to beat her up again. And now she's going to run into her tree again. You can just go and chop the tree down. So she was going back into her tree. I killed her tree. She's out. So, the Mr. Bard tells us that Uth was at Thorn Gap, talking to the druid Halisame. Let's go to Thorn Gap. We're just following the trail backwards to try to figure out where this disease came from. And use my horse just to get back to the quest giver a little faster. These first 2 quests, super fast. We're what? Like less than 15 minutes into the video and we've knocked 2 quests out. Unfortunately, it slows down a little bit here. So now we go and we talk to this traveler here. Thankfully, he is also, the wagon here is the entrance to the quest. So, we don't have to go running all over Eveningstar looking for the doors again. So we're here in Thorn Gap. We're tracking down Halisame, trying to figure out what happened to disease the guy. Because there's been a pretty hefty body count, right? Not only did that guy come back, and he's now dead, but he inadvertently killed every single person that was in that hospital. Okay, like there's the 2 I cured and the 3 that were in like the entry. Yeah. There was a lot of death because that guy happened to get infected by this thing and come back to town. The Druids, not very friendly. They pretty much immediately attack us. What's attacking me? Okay. They pretty much immediately attack us. This whole quest could have been over right now if I went, hey, there's a fungus zombie virus. Do you know that? And he goes, oh no, that's bad. Here, let me help you. But no, the first druid we find tries to kill us. I think that they have all been affected. They're not normally completely psychopathic.
This is far from nature and balance.
Oh, there's the door. So what we're looking for right now is we need to destroy some of these corrupted nodes. They are going to weaken the root barriers and allow us to get to Halisane. So basically it's go left, flip the switch, go right, flip the switch, then go down the middle. Just kind of is. Here's the corruption node. Giant piece of cabbage. It's got a druid in front of it. Couple zombies. So when you kill that thing, we can now break through a bunch of the root paths on the way out. Where there was like bears sleeping in little caves that were being held off. So we're gonna have to fight the bears. Nope. Here's a bear. Maddened bear. Not mad bear. But more like... Yeah, we just came off a Zoriat chain. It's like that. Red musk seed pod. We want to destroy these. It's optional. You don't actually have to destroy them, but story-wise, those little seed pods are part of the problem. Destroying them would... I fall into a pit of spikes. Canonically, blowing those seed pods up will prevent somebody else from accidentally spreading the virus. I want to say this is a rest shrine with a druid. Druid? Not a rest shrine either. Oh well. Bunch of breakables. There we go. We got plus 8% XP because I walked this wrong direction and it had most of the breakables in the quest in that one spot. Totally what I meant to do. Alright, here's more bears. Most of those seed pods, if you really want all of them, they're either going to be in the back of the caves with the bears, or they're going to be in otherwise spots you couldn't have got until after you can break the roots. I saw one of them earlier. It was also with a bear. I don't care about bones. Oh. I was gonna say, I thought I killed that bear, but it was just more wolves. Do we have... Yeah, there's only 2. We could have just... If you have Dimension Door, as soon as you kill the node, just Dimension Door back to the start, because you're just fighting a bunch of bears on your way back to where we came in. Not even convinced that bear would have aggroed on me. So we don't want the corrupt one. We want the actual hallway. We can again no longer break the corrupted root walls because we have not killed the corrupted node on this side of the map. So it's just the same as it was a moment ago. We're going to run forward. I really like this waterfall.
Waterfall remains clean and pure, untouched.
It's pretty.
Corruption.
Where's my path? I can't break these, right? No. Can I break this one? No. What did I overlook? Well, I guess it could just be kill the bad guys. There we go. Kill the bad guys, door opens. Don't question it. It's a video game thing. Should be coming up on the node any second now, assuming I didn't walk the wrong way again. There it is. Node, Druid. Node is gone. Now we can go again back to the beginning of the quest and go down the middle path.
And then throughout
Oh, let me say, I don't dislike this quest. I'm a little over the run every direction and flip levers style of quest. If you want the other druid, it's over there, by the way. One of them's near the boss, and the other one is in that corner, little optional spot. As I'm walking without looking where I'm going. I don't dislike this quest. What I dislike about this is we're running through caves and foresty area, which is nice looking, okay? Problem is, we are going to immediately do the same goddamn thing in the next quest. We're running through caves and foresty areas. With no... I'm not paying attention and I jump into another spiky pit. If you fall in, there's ladders. Pay more attention than me, and you won't fall in. These are always in the same spot. If I was paying attention, just stick to the outside. Or jump. Hey, look, a seed pod. Destroy it because I can.
the tunnel opens into Halsim's own.
What it reminds me of is the end of the Stormhorns during the Shadowfell conspiracy, where they put both of the glacier quests back to back, and it just feels like one really, really long quest because you did the same thing basically twice in a row. If they could somehow have changed the order of these ones, so you weren't doing the same thing twice in a row, it wouldn't feel like one really long slog. Anyway, so we've beaten up all the guys. You come into the back of the quest here, and here is a druid who is...
You are looking for Halsim, says the injured druid. He is not here.
This is not Halsim. This is an injured druid. She dies, but not before kind of giving us a hint as to where Halsim is and how to actually get in. Not just, oh yeah, he's in, France. But also, you go to Paris, you turn left, you duck, She gives us the instructions we didn't realize we needed. Alright. Advance our quest giver. Pick up our quest from a traveler. If you see anybody in the Forgotten Realms and they are a bard or a traveler or otherwise just a little too well-to-do to just be randomly walking through here, you have a loot, don't you? Harpers. It's always Harpers. The Druid's Curse. So That's how the same. We are now going to run forward a lot. And kill the boss. This quest I think is better than the previous one. So, if I magically had the power to excise a quest, I'd get rid of the one before this one. Or move it, just so you're not doing it twice in a row. I do like the forest, though. I mean, this is a pretty sweet forest. Giant trees. We've got wood woads here, which are basically tree elementals. I farmed this quest a long time because there's a cool set of hand wraps that are kind of annoyingly hard to get because they, again, only drop it at optional. Assuming they haven't changed that, I'm not sure why I didn't get the chest in that second quest, because I'm pretty sure that that's how that worked. But anyway, we're running forward. There is... Let me see if I can remember exactly where it is. It might be that. No, this is mini boss. Approach the cave and I'll kill you. Okay, I'm gonna call your bluff. Hey, you didn't want me to touch. Like, seriously, look how big the gap is. Look how big I am. Okay? I could fit. Here, better. Taking out half of her HP in one go. So, what we're learning here is that the Druids have all kind of gone mad because Halisame has some staff that is probably cursed. Off the top of my head, it doesn't even remind me of any specific item. So we're going to jump in the water here. Don't be afraid of the water. It's a very short section. Just continue going forward on the map, not doubling back or anything. And we're just going to turn right. As soon as we have the opportunity, we're going to turn right. There we go. That's it. That's all the navigating you need to do in the water. If you had gone straight, you actually run into some drow that are just kind of tunneling in. Yeah, don't turn. Keep going straight. You know, I've done that up. That's an interesting little optional. I like it when the optional stuff is incidental to the quest. Like, you just went the wrong way and you ran into something interesting. It's not that you skipped part of the quest. Like, you know, we only defeated 3 of the 4 druids in the last quest. Is there a good reason for me to leave them behind? No. Is it nicer? Yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful that when we defeat Halisame, that druid goes back to normal, so we basically spared a life. But I don't know that. For all I know, For all I know, the Harpers went and assassinated that guy as soon as I left, right? Alright. Are you the optional I'm thinking of? Or are you the path forward? You don't look... Yeah, this is where the optional would have been. This little swamp section right here. So there is I think it's a hag that spawns here, but not every time. She's not here right now. So not only do you have the randomness of, did you get the item drop, you've got to come a pretty decent way into this quest just to see if the optional's even there. That's rough. That's rough. Although, I've said it before, I like it when the optionals have named items. It gives you a reason to go and do them. In this case, it's a little awkward because the optionals don't always spawn. And that's a little awkward when you gotta redo the whole quest because you didn't even get a chance at the item. I don't know about that, but this chain is very generous with its named items. A lot of the Eveningstar ones are. The Eveningstar quests will often have named items in the arc reward. So you can at least get a basic version of the item. It's not as good as the one you get in the quest, interestingly enough. But it is a version of the item. I think we're just about at the end of this one. I seem to remember we come out of the cave and then we're in the boss fight. I'm going to go this way and hope I'm right. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, look at that. Oh. That's something that I never really stopped to smell the roses very much playing the game, but just having to look for decent thumbnail images. I don't think I've ever actually looked at this cool Stonehenge thing. This is cool. We need to come and do this kind of thing more often. Hey, look at these standing stones. These are cool. This boss is interesting too. So he runs up. He's got his giant evil glowing staff, right? We beat him up a little bit. He's a druid. He shapeshifts into another form. Every time he shapeshifts, he summons some extra dudes, including corrupted druids and corrupted dryads. Kill the ads. They are spellcasters. Kill them. And then you can go back to beating him up until he transforms again, he turned into his bear form. So again, I'm going to run over here, kill the druid. There's another druid. Kill the spellcasters. The bear, not a big threat. And we beat him up some more, and I want to say he goes human again. One last time. Yep, and he is dead. There we go. Sure, you guys can just keep beating on him. So, wait. Nobody touch the staff. He's got a scroll for this. And blammo. That's how you deal with an evil artifact, right? Kind of looks like a Madstone Scepter. That's how you deal with evil artifacts. Just flame strike. Don't put them in a vault. Don't say, well, I would use it for good. It'll be fine. No, throw it into the sun. Teleport it to the plane of fire. Stop storing evil items. Alright. This felt like it was a very fast pack. Outbreak, Overgrowth, Thorn and Paw, Druid's Curse. It's like very fast. Alright, get our reward. Get our arc reward. That was fast. I don't remember these being this fast. Like I said, in my head, those last two quests just run together because you're just running through forest 2 times in a row. it throws me off, and it makes it feel long, even though apparently this has got to be the shortest pack we've done. 4 quests, less than 40 minutes. So again, you get named items in the Arc Reward, which is great. Leaves of the Forest, I've worn that. It's a cool looking armor if I'm thinking of the right one. Firebreak is fire absorption and greater fire resistance. Like, and it has fire shield cold on it. This is, if you want to tank some fire damage, this is your armor. One of the few named sickles in the game. It's got lightning strike on it. One of the few commas in the game. I'm not sure this one's very good. But if you're using sickles because you think they're funny, there you go. That one's got lightning strike on it. The commendations are used to turn in at level 20. If you collect enough of them, you can buy named items from the vendors. They were introduced in the Menace of the Underdark. Is that the name of it? I think so. Menace of the Underdark expansion. If you... I mean, this isn't bad. I haven't collected these in a long time, but if you don't want your named item, might as well grab these, because these are bound to account. Save them up for somebody. Let's go with Purple Dragon Knight. Why not? We'll take some of those commendations. And that's the end of the quest. I feel like I ramble longer than the first 2 quests are put together. What this pack really comes down to is, do you want XP? The items are interesting. I like that you can get them in the Arc Reward. I'm a little iffy on the scaling they did on the normal hard elite versions of the items. I don't really like how they did that, but I like the items being in the Arc Reward. I like the items being in the optional chests. We're like 2/3 of the way there. But these items are super out of date. These quests are very, very short. Like, we're talking, we did what? It was like 40 minutes and we knocked out all 4. So this is not a long pack. What it is efficient experience. So if you are grinding that TR train, this is a pack that's kind of worth it just for the sake of hitting 4 quests, getting that daily playthrough XP. They're very fast. They count for sagas. That's important, if you're doing multiple lives. And they're actually at a convenient point in the epic leveling. They're not just max level, because a lot of these packs we've done, it's whatever level we're at and like level 30. Whatever level we're at, 30. Whatever level we're at, 30. This one, strangely enough, is like 17 and then like 23, I think. Just really close together. But that 23 means you're way more likely to do this pack at Epic and actually have the XP mean something to help get you to the dozen packs that are all at level 30. So, unfortunately, if you're doing the thing where you're reincarnating over and over again to get a lot more, those little bonuses for your character, you are probably a VIP already. Or you've already bought all of the packs when they were on sale as you went. This is... like, the XP is not a good enough reason to buy the pack as one of your early packs. So, don't avoid this pack, but this is like low on the priority list for when it's on sale. Like, sure, pick it up when it's on sale, but pick up like most of the other things first if you're limited on funds. There's just not a whole lot of content here for being an entire pack. Like, I'm still blown away by how fast we did it. I could have run the whole first quest just in the time I've been yammering on. So, next time we are doing the Soul Splitter. Back to Sharn, revisit some familiar faces again, and hope that the quest is open. The last quest of that pack is notorious for breaking, and they shut the quest down for literally months at a time. So I think it's open right now. It's going to be really awkward if I get to that one and it won't let me in, because that's going to, who knows how long until it's fixed again if it's closed. But I think it's open. I think we'll be okay. We'll find out next time. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you then.